my Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Cross Watchers. Welcome to your timeless true love timeline reading. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. I'm a professional witch, a professional intuitive. I am the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. Author of 2 different books, Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch and Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There's a Kindle version available of Words of Grace and a link in the description box that if you click it, you can preview a good chunk of the first part of it for free, including the table of contents, which you will see. It's primarily divided into chakra chapters. There are going to be chakras in this reading. You might find it helpful. But the original version of Words of Grace, as well as the only place to find spell ingredients from Professional Witch, Mercury's direct now, no excuse, would be over on patreon.com/drawing the circle in our digital store. We got audiobooks. We've got ebooks, we've got audios, we've got videos. The audios and videos now have free previews, so you can check them out. Anyone can shop in the store at any time, and I love it so very much. Some of my subscribers get those audios, videos, and ebooks as part of their subscription package, whatever you want to call it, your benefit package. But the majority of them get the daily check-ins, an unlisted YouTube live stream link that I send to my subscribers pretty much every single morning, where we chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a spiritual practice, something or other to send us on our way. Wisest way for me to start the day, considering what I do for a living, right? They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. All of my extended readings are both timeless and relationship stuff based, including like the true love time, the true love path of true love reads and soulmate contracts and all that stuff, as well as they get a significant discount when they book me for a private session, spiritual counseling, and or private readings. We'll talk about that at the end if you want to hang out for it. You can follow us for free. I make content specifically for my free followers, as my subscribers get to see it too, as well as you can 7-day free trial us as a seeker or a human, our first 2 levels of subscription, and I love it. It's just the coolest thing I've ever done, Patreon, and they keep giving us more stuff to evolve, and I love it very, very much. So if you feel so drawn, if you feel so intuitively called, click the link and just look what's in the menu. We got a lot of cool stuff going on there. And come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. You just call me Mal. Hey, hi, it's True Love Timeline, timeless True Love Timeline. You tried saying that over and over and over again. So we'll do some explanation for the new Aries and Cross Watchers, and then we will jump into the divination. Feel free to jump ahead if you like. We changed it up a little this time. We are going to be doing 8 cards drawn from 4 different decks. It is a timeline, a simple timeline. So we're looking at past, present, and future here. And this is where the chakras come in. We're going to take 3 Daughters of the Moon Tarot face down for the internal, the feminine energy, heart, throat, third eye, crown, creative level of power, the world within or behind your eyes that you don't necessarily share with everybody unless you really want to. So we'll get 3 of those, past, present, and future. We'll get the lower 3 chakras, the masculine energy, the yang dynamic, looking at yourselves from the outside, maybe you from the inside, looking out at people, places, and things. Relationships in the physical world can be both. So we'll get 3 of those face down, past, present, and future. Then we will turn them over, past, then present, then future. And then we are getting 1 Whispers of Love Oracle, Angela Hartfield. I really love her work. This is consecrated, dedicated, whatever you want to call it, empowered, charged to the higher selves of all involved. And then we will, of course, end with a Matt Kahn healing mantra to put it all together. Because true love is a thing. It is divine love. It is both the truth of the third eye and the love of the heart chakra brought together of your own free will, right? Truth, love, true love, to help you traverse, to travel the true love timeline, which isn't the easiest thing in the world. So clues, tips, and hints through divination can be awfully helpful. This is a general read. Please do take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. I do plenty of these readings for clients one-on-one, and we can go much deeper into detail. So lots of links in the description box talking about true love and all that stuff if you want to go deeper. And it is one of the subjects that I have taught about for decades. And they're not always romantic, right? The common denominator in all of your relationships is you. So all you have to do is shift to a more loving, truthful timeline, being more honest with yourself, more loving with yourself. And then, of course, you attract different quantum versions of the people in your life, right? Some gotta go, new people come in. So regardless whether this is family, friends, lovers, whatever, the idea is for you to be the hero on the hero's journey on the path of true love. Cool? That's enough explanation. Let's do the divination. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I promise I will do anyone, and I can do everything within my power to help somebody navigate the true love timeline, the path of true love, because we're anchoring more truth and love into the Earth's electromagnetic field through our relationships. Our relationships are the means through which our lessons and our healing happens 9 times out of 10. So let's get up in it. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And let's do this. Ready? Here we go. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Goddesses override. A place for everything. And everything in its place, put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. My beloved goddesses, what's going on our third eye ground for the Aries Collective and their cross-watchers in the past, where they have been in the timeline, where are they now, and where are they headed for this Timeless True Love timeline read. Popped out really easily. Let's get the lower 3. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Hairball. Kitty cats are awake. I was trying to do this while they were napping. One more time. Still point. God's override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. My beloved gods, what's going on? Lower 3 chakras, outside in, inside out relationships in the physical world for the Aries Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross-watchers. Where have they been in the timeline? Where are they now in the timeline? And where are they headed if they just do their best, right? To be truthful and loving to themselves, the best of their capacity in this timeless true love timeline read. Let's start flipping. Where you been? Ooh, well, definitely interesting way to kick this reading off. Got a major arcana on the inner. When it's a major arcana card, the way I read this chakra-wise, one card, major arcana would bring all of the heart, throat, third eye, and crown energies into alignment. And you got the card of Ma'at, justice. She who weighs the heart after each lifetime to see if you have to reincarnate or you get to move on. Hopefully I get to move on. So if there has been injustice, if there has been imbalance going on in the past, it does feel like that was rectified, at least within. Maybe there was a misjustice, an injustice done. But on the outer, we're looking at the 2 of Swords. Now, definitely a card of analysis, right? Information on this side, information on that side. There's always a choice involved with the 2, but I would also say in terms of lower 3 chakras, this is probably about another person. Second chakra is one-on-one relationships. It's the navel. So if you think energetic umbilical cord between those 2, and you know, the sacred truth of the second chakra, according to Caroline Myss in Anatomy of the Spirit, is honor one another. Now that doesn't mean you let them wreak havoc. You probably didn't. Chances are with that, right? But a conversation might have happened, that something was said that either brought things into balance. And so to honor, okay, you're on your path, you're learning your lesson. I'm on my path, I'm learning my lesson. Can we honor each other where we are? Interesting. Where are you now? Okay, got a court card on the inner. When it's a court card, it may not necessarily be the sign that you have or someone has. So we're looking at the Cancerian card here, the Mother of Cups. There's a Maiden, Mother, and Crone in this deck for all of that. Cardinal water, that would be King of Cups, and that's definitely about emotional maturity. Cardinal water, like amniotic fluid, right? The babies grow in it, right? So that is that mother energy. Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. This could very much be mothering yourself. And of course, if you do have planets in the sign of Cancer, have a look there. Again, with cross watchers, this could be about the cross watcher, and then the Aries would be the one cross watching, I guess. And with 8 of Wands in there, very, very fast motion, very, very passionate. This is, because this is this is Orestes here, the Greek tragedy there, Orestes. What do when your mother kills your father, and then, you kill your mother for vengeance, and the Furies are involved, and Athena gets in there, right? So there's a lot of thought going on there, back and forth, back and forth. But this is Jason and the Argonauts. They already have the Golden Fleece. They're in the ship the Argo, hence the Argonauts, and they're on their way back to port. Now, how that gets there is another story, but what I love about this is there are dolphins sort of really like leaping in the water in the same direction. We're used to seeing those 8 wands flying through the air, but this is definitely a bit more of an emotional thing, I would certainly say, with that Cancerian on the inner. So there can be a lot of passion, a lot of fun, a lot of forward movement, right? Even Rider-Waite Tarot, which I read Apprentice for the New Handbook, the Handbook for a New Apprentice by Eileen Connolly, and they were called the Arrows of Love as one of many things on there. So in terms of a true love thing, there is momentum here, but depending on the emotional nature of that Cancerian, right? If you're feeling it and healing it in the shadow work, whatever, then this is definitely very motivational, very creative, and very forward moving. Let's see where you are headed. Should you just do your best? Ooh, well, interesting. This does make sense. 9 of Blades on the inner. In this deck, written on the card is the word criticism. Now, I know we think of criticism as being nitpicky, but if you think of critical writing, critical thought, critical math, right, critical care unit, right, it is about detail. And yes, all the arrows or the blades here are pointed inwards, but it is the 9, right? So that's Rider-Waite Tarot. So there can be some overthinking here, but also a focus on detail inside, I would say very third eye, whether or not you express that in the throat, which is also a little air dominant there. That is your choice to do. But with 4 of Pentacles, I don't think you are. I think you are guarding your heart, right? You're going to harden your heart. You're going to swallow your tears. Sorry, Generation X, can't help it. It pops into my head. This is Daedalus. Watching his son, teaching his son, but also kind of like holding his heart in place, right? Definitely a card of boundaries, but all 4s numerologically are about, to an extent, rest and stabilization. So it is sometimes once you have something of value to you, you will sort of like lock it down, which healthy boundaries are fine, but that can also be, I'm not going to be so overly expressive about how I'm feeling because I'm looking at the nitty and the gritty. I'm looking at the details. I'm looking at the fine points here. And that makes sense going from the 2 of Swords on the outer here, right? Hopefully bringing things into balance there. Bringing you to the 9 of Blades with the 4 of Pentacles. Now, I will say the center card where you are, right, in the, where you are in the timeline, point of power is always in the present moment. So really pay attention to your heart chakra intuition. Every chakra has its own language of intuition, and we're all different that way, right? But it is emotional intuition. Is your heart open? Is it closed? And there are more options. It is a spectrum. But in terms of moving forward, this can be a lot of fun and very creative, but it brings you to a place of, okay, now I got to think about this. I got to think about this, put up a little bit of a boundary, take a little bit of a rest. This isn't necessarily walking away from anything, but it can be like, no, I'm here. Let's see what happens kind of deal. Now, is this overtly romantic? Could be, but it's not overtly so. This could be a relationship with anyone, but it does feel like a relationship with one other person, not tribal, right? Not like a bunch of people. But we do have the Whispers of Love Oracle, which has plenty of romance cards in it. So let's see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Still breathe. Higher selves override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all. And with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. Beloved higher selves of all involved, fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra and above, what is the whisper of love for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun, and their cross-watcher to travail, to travel the true love timeline in this timeless reading? True love. First reading, you got the true love card. This is a once-in-a-lifetime love. Now, that doesn't mean we only got one true love partner. I've had a few. I had to go through a lot of twin flames to get there, and believe me, my definition of twin flame is definitely radically different from what's floating around out there. Twin flames teach you how to heal yourself. Soulmates, you help each other heal. True love is sort of the next level up, right? So you've done your true loves, your twin flames, you've done your soulmates, and you're ready to really embody truth and love within yourself. So that you got the true love card in a true love timeline read, I think speaks very, very well for this. But I will say this. A Midsummer Night's Dream. The course of true love never did run smooth. Billy Shakespeare dated him. Past life boyfriends. Yeah, this is pretty damn powerful because this is divine love. And you could say unconditional love, but the ego interprets unconditional love in really warped ways until it gets. True love heals all wounds. True love conquers all. True love breaks all curses, ancestral, societal, and otherwise. So it is worth the wait. It is worth slowing down for. I rarely find myself wanting romantic relationships. By the way, the best true love relationship I have is with my mom, right? You know, not to get too arresties about it there, but you know, everything we've been through, we've conquered it together. I dedicated my book, Words of Grace, to her, and what do you see what I'm doing with this next one? So I like this. This is good. This is pretty upbeat. It's certainly got its intellectual component, which is good for Aries, ruled by the head. But let's get our last card down from the Matt Kahn Healing Mantras. And I tell you, these work if you work them, but you got to actually work them. I highly recommend the deck. Please take a nice deep breath. Last card. Still. Ascended Master Override. Oh. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. See? This feels good. For the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. Beloved Ascended Masters, what is the perfectly accurate mantra to help the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers traverse the true love timeline in love and truth, anchoring it into their lives, healing, growing, learning, and evolving for this timeless true love timeline reading. Discovering happiness, I allow myself to be content exactly as I am. Feels like that's kind of going right there. I think that's where you're headed, but certainly that loving of the self with the Cancerian on the inner, like mothering yourself on the inner, right? We all have to learn how to mother and father ourselves eventually. Anyway, regardless of whether your parents are incarnate, right? That's a sliding scale for everybody. Because that true love has to start with us, right? And that's wherever we are, whatever we're feeling, whatever we're doing, to sometimes just step back and say, it's okay. Like, it's okay, I love you. I allow myself, there's the key word, I allow myself to be content exactly as I am in order to discover the happiness that is our natural state. I mean, that's like Buddhism, that's Eckhart Tolle, right? It's hardly a new concept, sort of like the sun is always shining, but today, well, it's snowy and it's cloudy out, right? So it's not like the sun stopped shining. It just looked that way, right? So eventually those clouds indeed do pass. So I'm just going to read this for you. Discovering happiness. I allow myself to be content exactly as I am. right? When happiness is discovered, you are inspired, excited, and passionate about the gift of being alive. There is a willingness to open your heart to the mystery of each moment, whether you're getting what you want or witnessing unexpected outcomes. And that means it's okay. It's okay. I allow myself to be content. Content isn't blissful. Content is, it's okay. It's a good mantra. Like, it's okay. It's okay. This is, I mean, it's another chapter in the book, right? It's another passage in the chapter. This discovery of happiness frees you from needing life to bring you more of this or less of that. The true joy of being yourself has dawned. And that's really wonderful in terms of a true love relationship, regardless of the form it takes. It's like whatever's going on, I'm in control of my own happiness, at least by allowing myself to be content. Exactly as I am. This mantra is ideal for facing disappointment, developing self-approval, and feeling fulfilled. Now that's mastery, right? When you be like, hey, you know, this is all a quantum script, right? We've incarnated over and over and over, but I really do believe the only way we step off the wheel of karma or stop having to incarnate in this level of the illusion of separation, as I prefer to say it, is to make more loving, wise, empowered choices, right? Loving, wise, empowered choices brings that together. So I like it. This is not a womp womp read at all. However, that Four of Pentacles might be, you know what? I'll let myself be okay exactly as I am, right? Particularly if things are good. That's easier, obviously. But I'm not really seeing too much turmoil here, considering that Justice card is in the past. I like that a lot. So we're going to put this together with a blessamation, a blessing and a summation if you're new. And then we'll talk about, you know, stuff if you want to hang out for it. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, for the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering decisions, navigating the path of true love in this true love timeline they find themselves in, because they are coming from a place of balance and justice within. Definitely choices made here, and maybe a conversation that was had here to bring that into balance. Two of Swords, because where they are right now is this lovely Cancerian energy on the inner, being loving to themselves, being creative emotionally with themselves as things move forward at a rather rapid pace, either solo or duo, because where they are headed is worth it. Yes, there's going to be some getting to the heart of the matter, Don Henley alert, right? There is going to be that critical thought that maybe not so much overthinking, while maybe they rest and allow themselves to be content exactly as they are, but just making sure T's are crossed and I's are dotted, because this is a true love contract, one that is based on truth and love, brought together step by step by step, which certainly explains that justice being there. Hey, Balthazar, my Leo kitty just walked in the room. So that they may discover the happiness at their core by allowing themselves to be content exactly as they are. And may they be blessed with all that they need to heal, to grow, to learn, to love, to evolve, to experience and anchor true love into their energy fields and into the Earth's electromagnetic field for happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser lives in a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser way. For a happier, healthier, wealthier world in the true love timeline, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So let it be. And so it is. It was lovely. Nice start, too. True love card. First reading of the series down. If you liked it, if it helped, if it gave you a little clue, tip, or hint, hit the thumbs up. Hit the like button. Helps other Aries and cross watchers find the reading. You want more of me here on YouTube, subscribe, right? I do love a comment section, right? I very rarely get a negative comment because I'm good at what I do. I'm fun, hopefully. But if you want the deeper dive, come Patreon. On Patreon, seriously, a lot goes down over there. A lot of my personal stuff I share with them because we've created a community over there. We're getting more and more free followers, which is fine. I love making content just for them. Sometimes I get advanced content, means eventually I put it out on other platforms. But most of the time, it is exclusive to them, particularly those going into the deeper mysteries and all of that stuff. You can shop in our store. You can follow us for free. You can even 7-day free trial us. Remember, once you are a subscriber, you get a whole series of different stuff, right? Daily check-ins, timeless readings, right? The extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s, as well as a significant discount when you want to book me for a private session or a spiritual counseling. And let's talk about that next. I have been taking clients for a very, very long time, right? Particularly relationship stuff, right? So I made a video when my company turned 25 years old called Booking Private Sessions with Mal. Explains how to book a reading with me, what my boundaries are, what I can and can't do, what I will and I won't do, what I charge, why I charge it, the Patreon discount, right? And I also am fixing up my office downstairs in my new home to eventually take clients here. But for right now, online is fine. We do what's called a Zoom recording, if you've ever had a Zoom thing before, where it's not just somebody taking a video of a reading. It's a conversation. You can see us talking back and forth. Then I send you the recording, you download it, then you tell me you downloaded it, and I delete it so nobody else has it but you. No, that's how I roll. However, the most important thing I say in booking private sessions with Mal is that I've never turned anybody away because of lack of finances. Where there is a witch, there is a way. I am a witch, so there is a way, and we always work it out. And it is my favorite thing to do. General reads are lovely, but there's nothing quite like going deeper with somebody, particularly in true love, because they said, enough of this false love. I want true love. Thank you very much. And I say, well, let us begin. Yeah. So click the link, check it out, and book me if you like. Private session, spiritual counseling at Roots, my healing art. And that being said, I love this read for you. I think any Aries or cross watcher would say this feels healthy, right? As each person is responsible for discovering their own happiness, and you bring more of that to the table, regardless of the shape or form of the relationship. So thank you so much for watching. You do your part, I will do mine. We will anchor true love into the Earth's electromagnetic field for permanently peaceful, people-populated paradise, planet Earth, heaven on earth, whatever you want to call it. But remember, it can't happen without you. That's how important you are. So hang in there. I believe in you. You got this. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.